It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. Capital One Arena in our nation's capital. Tonight, the Washington Wizards taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. The Philadelphia 76ers begin the game with the basketball. To Tobias Harris. Nothing going here on that drive. Harris. To Embiid. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. And Joel Embiid steps outside. Hand in his face. It still goes down.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Kyle Kuzma with a piece. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kyle Kuzma. Harris to Embiid. There's the toss. That pass stolen by the Wizards. To Kyle Kuzma. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Sixers have the basketball. Danny Green. Probing the defense. My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Just
throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. To Danny Green. Kyle Kuzma pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Harris to the basket, but his shot stays out. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Philadelphia with the basketball. To Tobias Harris. And it's Kuzma able to clear the rebound. Napier with the basketball. Leads 3. To Kyle Kuzma. The Wizards with 4 to shoot. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Hey, lock up.
Kristaps Porzingis. Tips it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kristaps Porzingis. Looking for his man. Now a steal by Washington. Flushes down the slam. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
To Embiid. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Wizards at the controls. Pass to the rim. Flushes down the slam. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Harris to Marcus Morris. Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Napier with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Harris down to Green. No good. Napier with the basketball. His team up by 7. Scores on the step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Sixers control it. To Marcus Morris. Danny Green. To Embiid. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Napier with the basketball. It's a 9-point lead. Here comes the screen. 4-3. Shakes free and hits.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
To Marcus Morris. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper misses. To Kyle Kuzma. KP, Kristaps Porzingis. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you, but it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
To Kyle Kuzma. Joel Embiid with the block. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Marcus Morris. From the painted area, won't go down. Napier with the basketball. Up a dozen. To Kyle Kuzma. Trying to cash in, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Marcus Morris. Embiid to Marcus Morris. has a look. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Kuzma. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
Hey, switch, I got it.
To Tobias Harris. Nothing going here on that drive. Off the mark. Well contested.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Kuzma. Jumper's good.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
So you must have now. Visit our team website for more details.
Knocked loose. Batum. To Danny Green. Foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Danny Green trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. One free throw good, so he converts on the three-point play, and the lead down to 11. Wizards have it. To Taj Gibson. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Here comes the screen. Gibson, down low Gallinari. That's no good. To Millsap. Wide open look, won't go.
He missed that shot on his own. The defense didn't do anything on that play to make him miss.
Beyond the arc for three. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Nice finish at the rim.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Taj Gibson. Shot clock winding down. Throws it down.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
Whistle stops play. Timeout for Washington. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Time for a change. Substitution coming on for Scott Brooks. Gibson. The screen sets him up for two.
Few that can do it better off the screen. Driving right to the basket.
A drive, but he can't get it to go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Dwayne Dedmon able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Offensive rebound. Danny Green sends it away. Danny Green sends it away. They'll let one fly from half court. So we are through one here at Capital One Arena with the Wizards out in front. Jay and I back with more from our nation's capital. After this, you're tuned into the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Wizards with the basketball. Taj Gibson to right. Almost unlucky bounce. To Nick Batum. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
One of the hardest working guys in the league, and that's how he got his money. That's his skill set. That weight room continues to pay off.
Baseline.
Oh, met at the summit, Ed.
I was sure that was going to be a dunk, Jay. What control by the defender. Dwayne Dedmon rocking the rim.
An easy two, get back on defense.
Gibson. Dwayne Dedmon swats in.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Millsap. Taj Gibson rejects it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Gibson. Down to 5 on the 24. Here's a chance from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
To Batum. Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't connect. It's no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Nothing going here on that drive. To right. Taj Gibson. Down to 5 on the 24. Gibson. He engulfed him that time. To Millsap. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Shot from in close, no good. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
The free throw is good. It's back to a 1-point game.
I like that.
To Kyle Kuzma. Here comes the screen. Kuzma. To Taj Gibson. Find to shoot for Washington. Kuzma. Gibson. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Gibson to Kyle Kuzma. Can't connect from inside.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Now the Wizards going to take the timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a three-point game.
Thanks go to those who have already participated in this community event.
Scott Brooks will shift gears. New personnel coming onto the floor. The Wizards with 4 to shoot. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
It's good, and one.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Paul Millsap at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. It's Washington with the basketball. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Here comes the screen to Millsap. Taj Gibson. Huge block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Millsap. Harris. They'll get it down low to Harrell. And a throwdown.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Here comes the screen. Taj Gibson. Deep left corner. Kyle Kuzma. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Shot by Millsap, won't go.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
To Kyle Kuzma. Fight to shoot for Washington. Fires the 3. Message received. Well defended. Nothing going here on that drive. That ball's out of bounds off one of the Wizards. It remains Sixers basketball. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Batum. That pass stolen by the Wizards. To Kyle Kuzma. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Nick Batum. Now a steal by Washington.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
To Kyle Kuzma.
The NBA Season 112022 Game 20 games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023.
The Wizards with 4 to shoot.
Back door.
Napier's shot won't fall.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
From the painted area, won't go down.
The NBA Season 112023 Game 20 games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023.
Emphatic slam.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called the 40-inch vertical.
Won't go. Another follow. No good.
The NBA Season 112023 Game 20 matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023.
Kuzma. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers. Taking advantage of the turnover.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Washington basketball. To Kyle Kuzma. Five to shoot for Washington. Fires the three. Tough shot. He hits.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Embiid. Wizards pull down the board.
I got ball. Got some for him.
To Kyle Kuzma. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Danny Green snatching it out of the air.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure. He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. And counted at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Shabazz Napier with a piece.
Continuous effort is the key for your team's success. No one this entire ball game has quit on a play. That right there, that's what's going to help your team win this game.
drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. Gets it in the left corner. 5 on the shot clock. Lets it fly from long range. That's how you defend.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
The Wizards at the controls. Here comes the screen. To Kyle Kuzma. For 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Corner 3 at the buzzer. Goes down. A 3 at the buzzer. How about that end to the first half as they take the lead into the locker room. First half in the books. It's the Sixers out in front.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The 76ers have the lead, but not by much. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Wizards are keeping things competitive after 2 quarters. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today.
Game trap. Blocks.
After just 2 quarters, we've already seen so many blocks from each of these squads. I'm loving how aggressive the players have been on defense. What you're seeing in these highlights will make any defensive-minded coach proud, like Chuck Daly.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game. Here we go. I got him.
To Kyle Kuzma. Defense making the ball carrier work. Second effort. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
5 to shoot. Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go. The follow won't go either. Harris to Marcus Morris. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
This team is collectively feeding off their negative energy so far in the second half. Everybody is mad. Everybody is frustrated. Nobody's decided to take the torch and say, hey, look, follow my lead.
Trying to cash in. Shot no good there by Gallinari. Goes to the left side. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Embiid. Harris to Embiid. Kristaps Porzingis pins it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room.
Game 2-0 Philadelphia 76ers 136 Washington Wizards 317.
Kuzma. Now a steal by Philly.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Napier with the basketball. His guys down 3. To Kyle Kuzma. Short jumper off the mark. To Embiid. To Marcus Morris. That pass stolen by the Wizards. To Kyle Kuzma. Here comes the screen. To Kyle Kuzma. 4-3. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
To Marcus Morris. Embiid. Down low for Harris. Danilo Gallinari. Tips it. To Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Sixers have the basketball. Screen coming. Sizing up the defense. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
The assist from number 0.
Danny Green. Screen coming. To Marcus Morris. Embiid. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. To Danny Green. Beyond the arc for 3. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Kyle Kuzma. Here comes the screen. Kuzma. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. So the Wizards keep the possession. Substitution being made in this one.
Number 22, Taj Gibson.
Gibson buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Rebound taken by the Wizards. To Gibson. Kuzma. It's a big finish.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Danny Green. Now a steal by Washington. And scores.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Into the game for Philadelphia,
Harris to Danny Green. Millsap. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
And now it's Kuz at the controls to right. Not that time.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
To Tobias Harris. Has a look. It goes down. Oh, he's feeling good. Maybe too good.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
Here comes the screen. Gibson to Kyle Kuzma. From the outside, no good. To Tobias Harris. To Danny Green. Going to launch beyond the arc. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the three.
And your big is the one making that happen. Every time he's involved in a PNR, he's slipping it, forcing that guy from the weak side to come down to help. Quick skip passes equal threes in the bank.
To Taj Gibson. Taj Gibson, 3 for 6 now. Embiid to Danny Green. Oh, I missed a short one there. Has a chance. Shot by Gibson, won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
From long range. Oh, that's how it's done.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
To Danny Green. Millsap against Mahinmi. Nothing going here on that drive. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Substitutions, Philadelphia.
2 for 2 on that trip. Wizards have it. Down low for Gibson. Shot from the lane won't go.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Screen coming. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Millsap to Batum. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Nikola Batum. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Whistle stops play. Timeout for Washington as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. The three, it's good, and he's not done. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
Oh, that was a big-time shot, but more impressive than the shot, the bench reactions. I love the celebration tactics. This is why you love this game.
Danilo Gallinari with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 86% from the line. Three-pointer plus a free throw on that trip. Millsap picked up by Bryant. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Off the assist.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Knocked loose. Millsap to Nick Batum. Able to convert inside.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Short jumper stays out. Deep three at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. The 76ers have the lead. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Millsap to Batum. Nikola Batum. He's now 4 for 6.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Fires the three. And Millsap there to get the rebound. That pass pass stolen by the Wizards.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Nick Batum. Nikola Batum. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Here comes the screen. That's out. Last touch by Shabazz Napier. Millsap picked up by Gibson. Layup goes down. Well done.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Taj Gibson. Wayne Dedmon with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. Now a steal by Washington. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. Gibson throws it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Sixers control it. To Millsap. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win the defensive battle.
To Gibson. Here comes the screen. Taj Gibson. Missed a wide open look. Batum. Around the perimeter to Millsap. Thomas Bryant able to recover with the block. Wizards with the basketball. To Taj Gibson. Lets it fly from long range. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Batum. Millsap to Nick Batum. For 3. Nick Batum forcing that one. No good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Game 2-0 Denver Nuggets 1-0 to Los Angeles Clippers 1-1-1 final.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Millsap to Batum. To Millsap. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's good D. Shot no good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Sixers call for time as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
I know the fans didn't get a chance to hear this during the break, but the coaches are wearing a mic for the broadcast. I heard a lot of arguing inside the huddle. It let you know
Game
that the intensity
2-0
level is
Portland
pretty high
Trail
going
Blazers
forward.
106 Golden State Warriors 110 final.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. To Nick Batum.
For the Philadelphia 76ers, number 24, Marcus Morris.
Millsap to Batum. 4-3. The Frenchman with the 3. Tough shot that time.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Has a look. And he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move
Game 2-0
continues to
Utah
evolve
Jazz
since the
9-7
days of
Dallas
Allen
Mavericks
Iverson.
It does so
147
much
final.
good when you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble. Look at all your options. Number 1, a hezi. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number 2, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number 3, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Has a chance. The screen sets him up for 2.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to
Game
happen.
2-0 Oklahoma
hands
City
of
Thunder
Philadelphia to
1-0
Millsap.
Houston Rockets 1-10 final.
Danilo Gallinari sends it away. Napier with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. To Kyle Kuzma. Down low Gallinari. Rises for the slam.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
To Nick Batum. Beyond the arc for 3. Not easy.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
To Kyle Kuzma. And scores. Nice move, Jay.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Sixers have the basketball. Good look that time, but off the mark.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Millsap to Batum. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia to Millsap. Here's a chance from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss. Kuzma. Here comes the screen. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game.
I think everyone in this building knows it's going to come down to the last 2 minutes. This game is going to be won with who decides to really show up on the defensive end of the ball.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. To Danny Green. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Danny Green trying to cash in on a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. It's Washington with the basketball. To Kyle Kuzma. Here comes the screen. Kuzma. Going to launch beyond the arc. Smothering D.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Danny Green. That pass stolen by the Wizards. To Kyle Kuzma. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. To Kyle Kuzma. From long range. Now that's a contest. Kristaps Porzingis sends it away. That's his third block this evening.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Here comes the screen. Montrezl Harrell swats it. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Joel Embiid entering the game for the Washington Wizards.
Right.
Number 2.
The Wizards with 4 to shoot. Napier's shot won't fall.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Oh, you've got to get that one to go. Tobias Harris above the rim.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Big pick right there.
To Tobias Harris. Shot from in close, no good. Right with it. His guys down by 9. To Kyle Kuzma. KP. Gets a look. Can't hit. The Sixers are victorious as they get a good win on the road. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers finished with a narrow victory on the scoreboard. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Wizards lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. Chemistry was clearly not the issue today because they were definitely sharing the ball well. Still, everyone knows they'd rather be sharing the joy of a victory. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Washington Wizards.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Danny Green gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.